Alright, welcome to side B of this video. Yeah, it's longer than I expected. And I hope you all enjoy my best moments of 2021. Because 2022 is hopefully gonna be a good year for me. I hope. Alright, number 2 is, well, when I made a video defending the Loud House movie. Alright, so let me explain. There have been reviews from guys like the Cartoonishi and Jeff Stop along with Ellis Mark, who of course decided to review the Loud House movie and unfairly bash it for no good reason. But let's be honest here, the movie itself isn't actually that bad. It's way better than the Mulan movie. That's for sure. The live-action Mulan movie, not the cartoon one. Yeah, the live-action Mulan movie was even more cartoony than the original. Yeah. Yeah, it was even better than the that movie, and of course, even had a great villain, Morag, who was actually a tribute to the old Disney villains. And she's definitely more of a Disney villain than, well, any of the modern day Disney villains are. That's what someone said in as a comment on the Morag article in the Loud House Wikia page itself, and I definitely do agree. Yeah, she's a great villain, and also it had a rather good storyline that in itself does seem like it's inspired or lifted from an underrated gem called Monster Go Home, so there's nothing wrong with it. So why are these people unfairly bashing it? I don't know. But you do have to understand that the whole point of the Loud House is not to be a cartoon that has talking animals or magical elements or all that jazz. It's supposed to be more grounded in reality. It was by far the best of the two Loud House movies that were released last year. It was better than the live-action Loud House movie, which, of course, I have no idea why studios think would be a good idea to make cartoons into live action. But hey, it worked better than the Fairly Odd movies, which didn't work at all for live action because of all the fantastical elements, and there's magic in the cartoon itself. But The Loud House is more grounded in reality, and it worked better as a live action movie, which is why it gets praise better than the Fairly Odd movies do. And let's hope they make another one that is a sort of summer vacation themed, and who knows, we might even get to see a live action role by Carson Edge as Bobby Fletcher in the second live action Loud House movie. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, and it would also be pretty cool if someone would get Selena Gomez to play as Morag in the live action Loud House movie. Just imagine how crazy that would sound. Yeah. The Loud House movie, the animated one, definitely doesn't deserve the hate that it gets from a Ellis Mark with a Just Stop and the Cartoonishi. And, well, I'm not sure what the Blockbuster Buster himself would think about it, since, well, he doesn't usually review direct-to-streaming movies unless if it's Mulan. Well, he reviewed Mulan, but I'm not even sure what he would think about that. And Not even sure if any of his fanboys are Loud House fans. Yeah, he doesn't just do reviews to get himself mad, but he voices the rage of many fanboys. That's the whole purpose of it. Alright, so yeah, Loud House movie, great movie, and definitely doesn't deserve the hate that it gets from these YouTubers that decided to unfairly bash it for no good reason. And it's definitely a movie for kids. I mean, kids nowadays are more sophisticated than they used to be. But that's basically another topic for a different video that's already uploaded. Anyways, let's go on to the number one best moment of 2021. But first, honorable mentions. Alright, I have a couple of honorable mentions I have to get out of the way. The first one is me reviewing a Sony VCR. Yeah, it had some pretty cool features and well, it was my first ever video that I'd done on a VCR. And of course, I actually found a video that wouldn't get me copyright claimed on YouTube, a tape that wouldn't get me copyright claimed on YouTube. But even though this has been a Video Scott's first video since his absence, well, I only introduced the channel a year ago by the time this video came out. It wasn't like the dollar store special where it has been years since one of these videos were made. And another honorable mention that I would like to get out of the way is well, me actually ranting on Glitch-Tech's characters in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Seriously, what is it with people that want Glitch-Tech's characters in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl? But even though I did make a good point, the reason why I didn't include it is because it's not part of the regular Racer Cinema production schedule. It's just a little meme video that I did. Yeah, I of course made a meme video explaining that people were getting upset about Loud House characters appearing in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl and they would rather see Glitch-Tech's characters, but I'm gonna have to say something here, guys, and this will probably get some of you offended and triggered. I'm sorry to say this, but characters like Miko Kubota and Hector Neves are not fighters. Lynn Loud Jr. is a fighter. I mean, come on, she's a friggin', well, BAMF, and I won't say it without getting demonetized. Yeah, she's a fighter, and she will basically land some punches. And she's basically like a double-edged sword. She would be crazy overpowered in friggin' Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Yeah, she's got a lot of strength for a little girl. Yeah, a little 14-year-old is this strong. I mean, has a lot of friggin' great things in a small package. She's basically like the cartoon equivalent of the M18 gun motor carriage, also known as the M18 Hellcat, and the R3 FA T120 HS. Yeah, the R3. Yeah, she would be crazy overpowered like these two, and she would not only be fast and agile, but she would also be pretty strong. And I think she's stronger than Helga C. Pataki. She would definitely defeat her. Yeah, and she definitely punched a punching bag and it threw down. I mean, how much more powerful and can you get than that? That is powerful. And that's not the best part. Either, because well, if I remember correctly, she also she is also known to kick the ball pretty hard. Well, she also has soccer cleats, and soccer cleats are pretty painful. I mean, she has it all, and yeah, she has powerful punches and kicks, because if you get hit by soccer cleats, you're gonna get hurt. Miko is not a fighter, she's just a gamer. She doesn't have any fighting skills whatsoever. She's not very suited to be a fighter, unlike Lin Lao Jr., neither is Hector. Yeah, I've actually seen a couple of episodes of Glitch Techs, and basically, well, it's not real fighting, it's basically like kids doing fake fighting and shit like that. Yeah, you remember kids swinging around with lightsabers, right? It's exactly like that. Yeah, she's not much of a fighter compared to Lin. Yeah, and let's not forget that Bobby Fletcher would definitely be hella OP in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. You couldn't even imagine people rage quitting when they go up against Bobby Fletcher. She'd be like the friggin' NASB equivalent of Captain Falcon. Yeah, and people would definitely be spamming the race car finisher a lot. Yeah, so Lin Lao Jr., great choice for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Miko Kabuta, in my opinion, and this is an unpopular opinion by the way, is a poor choice. And she's not a fighter like Toph or any of the Avatar characters or the aforementioned Lin Lao Jr. She only goes inside virtual reality game worlds, and well, it's not really fighting. It's just fighting virtual creatures. I know this stuff, okay? I've watched VR Troopers, and I know very well that unless if you're taking the battle in real life with vehicles and all that jazz, most of the battles are usually fought inside the video game world, the virtual world. Yeah, and well, it's going to be a controversial opinion because there are several people who want her, along with Hector Neves, who aren't even fighters like Lin Lao Jr. are. So yeah, this is going to upset people, but I'm sorry, but they just don't have the spunk for it. They're just not suited for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Lin Lao Jr. is a fighter. She's tough. Definitely one of the best choices for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Double-edged sword. Alright, so that's enough honorable mentions. Let's go on to number 1. Again, due to the 16-minute 4K video limit on my channel, the ending of the video itself will be uploaded separately. So, click the box to see the end.